Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my YouTube channel. We are going to focus on logarithmic equations, which is final frontier of Maths Paper 2. As we approach the final exams, it is time to gear up and conquer this crucial topic. Logarithmic equation may seem daunting, but with right strategies and practice, you will be solving them like a pro. In this session, I will share expert tips and tricks to help you simplify logarithmic equations with confidence. Apply logarithmic formulas to tackle complex problems, avoid common pitfalls and mistakes, and get ready to log your way to success. Let's dive in and make logarithmic equation a breeze for your final exams. So usually the question on solving equations that involve logarithms, they are going to be in section A of Maths Paper 2, which is a compulsory section, but it can also be examined in section B of Maths Paper 2. It is going to carry out at least 8 marks and above. If it is examined in section A, it is going to have 8 marks and above. And then if it is in section B, it is going to have 12 marks. So you need to be able to apply logarithm rules to combine expression into one. If there is addition of logs, you need to multiply. If there is subtraction of logs, you need to divide. And then in order to remove the logs, we are going to raise the base to the power of the answer. If log base is not mentioned, you should know that it is log base 10. You need to perfect the topic on expansion and solving algebraic equations in order to master solving logarithmic equations in Maths Paper 2. And then last part, it is going to be a question that needs the application of quadratic formula. Whenever you see the question saying, give your answer correct, for example, to 2 significant figures or correct to 1 decimal place, then you need to know that it is now time to apply the quadratic formula. So I'm going to explain to you using typical exam questions from Zimsec. I have selected Zimsec November 2018, number 8, Zimsec June 2011, number 5, Zimsec November 2002, number 9. So I'm going to assist you on how to master, how to solve logarithmic equation. So the first question in November 2018, it was on number 8, part B. It is saying, show that log 3x plus 1 plus log x minus 3 is equal to 1 reduces to 3x squared minus 8x minus 13 is equal to 0. So the first step is that we are going to combine this expression into one by multiplication law of logarithms. Can we see that here we are adding the logs? So we are going to multiply for us to have a combined expression. And here, log base is not provided. So we know that it is going to be log base 10. And then after that, the second step is that we are going to remove the log by raising 10 to the power of answer. We are given that our answer is 1. So we are going to raise 10 to the power of 1. And then we say it is equal to 3x plus 1 times x minus 3. We now have an algebraic linear equation which we are going to solve. So this question requires you to be perfect in expansion. We are going to expand 3x plus 1 times x minus 3. So 3x is going to multiply x minus 3, and then 1 is going to multiply x minus 3. we expand the brackets. We now have 3x squared minus 9x plus 1x minus 3. And then we shift 10 to be on the other side. It is going to be subtracted. And then we simplify. If we say minus 9x plus 1x, we are going to obtain minus 8x. And then minus 3 minus 10, we are going to get minus 13. So it means that our final answer is going to be 3x squared minus 8x minus 13 is equal to 0. So we have managed to show that that log is going to reduce to 3x squared minus 8x minus 13 is equal to 0. And then the next step now is that we now want to solve that equation. B part 2 is saying, hence solve the equation 3x squared minus 8x minus 13 is equal to 0, giving your answers correct to one decimal place. So here, whenever you see an approximation, you need to know that it is now time to apply quadratic formula. So you need to know what is going to be your A, your B, your C. A is the coefficient of x squared, and then B is the coefficient of x, C is going to be minus 13. And then the quadratic formula says minus b plus or minus b squared, the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So we are going to substitute correctly. Here our b is negative 8. So if we say minus 8, it is going to be positive 8. Please take note, most of students fails on this question. They will just move on with minus 8, yet it is supposed to be minus 8 plus or minus square root of. And then we simplify what is inside the square root. If we say minus 8 squared plus minus 4 times 3 times negative 13, we are going to get 220. And then after that, we say our x is going to be either 8 plus square root of 220 over 6 or 8 minus square root of 220 over 6. So make sure that you avoid immature rounding. You need to round at the final answer. You say 8 plus the square root of 220. We are going to get a long figure there. You divide by 6 and then you round at the final step. So here we are going to get our x is either 3.8 or negative 1.1. So that is what you need to master when it comes to logarithmic equations in Maths Paper 2. I'm going to explain another example. I will extract a question from June 2011. It was on number 5, which means that it was in section A, and this one was carrying out 9 marks. So I'm going to explain how you take all the 9 marks. So the first part was saying, show that 2 log base 5 3x plus 2 minus log base 5 of 2 is equal to 1 reduces to 3x squared plus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. So what we need to do here, we are going to apply the power rule of logs. We are going to raise log base 5 3x plus 2 to the power of 2, so that it is now log base 5 of 3x plus 2 squared. And then the second step is that we are going to combine this expression into one. We are going to apply the division law of logs, because here we are subtracting, so we are going to divide. And then to remove the log, we need to raise 5 to the power of answer, which is 5 to the power of 1. We now have 3x plus 2 squared over 2 is equal to 5, right? And then we cross multiply, so that 2 is going to be multiplied by 5, and then 1 is going to be multiplied by 3x plus 2 squared. And then we are going to expand 3x plus 2 times 3x plus 2. We are going to say 3x times 3x plus 2 plus 2, 3x plus 2 is equal to 10. And then we remove the brackets. 3x times 3x, we get 9x squared. 3x times 2, we get 6x. 2 times 3x, we get 6x, and 2 times 2, we get 4. We then shift 10 to be on the other side. It is going to be subtracted. And then we simplify. We now have 9x squared plus 12x minus 6 is equal to 0. The question is requiring us to show that it reduces to 3x squared plus 4x minus 2. So we are going to divide all the terms by 3 so that our final answer is going to be 3x squared plus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. And then the next question, it is requiring us now to solve the equation 3x squared plus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0, giving the answer correct to 2 decimal places. Again, we need to have our A as 3, B is 4, C is negative 2. So we are going to substitute correctly in our quadratic formula. We have minus 4 plus or minus 4 squared minus 4 times 3 times minus 2. It is now minus 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 over 6. So our x is either minus 4 plus square root of 4 over 6 or minus 4 minus square root of 4 over 6. If we punch on the calculator and correct our answer, correct 2 decimal places, we are going to have 0.39 or negative 1.72. I hope you are understanding how to tackle the questions on logarithms. And then finally, I'm going to extract another question from Zimsec November 2002. The question, it was on number 9. On number 9a, it was saying, given that log base 10 2x minus log base 10 x minus 4 is equal to 1, find the value of x. So we do the same procedure. We need to combine the expression into 1. If we are subtracting, we are going to divide the logs. So we say log base 10 2x over x minus 4, and then to remove the log, we are going to raise 10 to the power of 1. We now have 10 to the power of 1 is equal to 2x over x minus 4. And then the third step, we then solve that algebraic equation by cross multiplication. So 10 is going to multiply x minus 4, 1 is going to multiply 2x. Then we say 2x is equal to 10 times x minus 4. We expand so that we have 10x minus 40. And then we shift minus 40 to be on the other side. It is going to be added. And then 2x is going to be subtracted. We now have 40 over 8, which is equal to 5. So it implies that our x is going to be equal to 5. And then 9b, it was a question on exponential equation. It was saying, given that 2 to the power of 2x squared minus 3 times 2 to the power of 3x is equal to 16. Show that 2x squared plus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. So the first step is that we are going to simplify 2 to the power of 2x squared minus 3. We expand the powers so that we now have 2 to the power of 2x squared minus 6. And then we then combine the expression into 1. We are going to apply the multiplication law of indices. If we are multiplying the numbers that are having the same base, we add the powers. So we write 2 to the power of 2x squared minus 6 plus 3x is equal to 16. And then the third step, we want to have our 16 is 2 to the power of 4 so that our bases are going to be the same. So it is going to be 2 to the power of 2x squared plus 3x minus 6 is equal to 2 to the power of 4. And now that we now have the same bases, we can now equate the powers. We say 2x squared plus 3x minus 6 is equal to 4. And then we bring 4 to the other side. It is going to be subtracted so that our final answer is going to be 2x squared plus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. And then lastly, it was then saying solve the equation 2x squared plus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0, giving the answer correct to 2 decimal places. I hope you are now perfect when it comes to solving quadratic formula using the quadratic formula, right? So it is x is equal to minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac. We substitute correctly. We now have minus 3 plus or minus the square root of 89 over 4. So our x is either minus 3 plus square root of 89 over 4, or it is going to be minus 3 minus square root of 89 over 4. If we punch on the calculator and round correct to 2 decimal places, we are going to have our final answer is 1.61 or minus 3.11. So this marks the end of our tutorial today on how to master logarithmic equations in Maths Paper 2. I hope light was shed. You are ready to take home any logarithmic equation. I have a class which I conduct through WhatsApp. We do some revision, mock exams every day from 8 to 9 p.m. and I'll also provide final exam tips. If you want to join my class, you contact me on 0776 824159. I just charge $10 per month for the services that I provide. It is payable through EcoCash, Inbox, and Mukuru. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos. This is Eve signing out.